Saugus TV Sports presents the Game of the Week.
What are you doing down there?
Buckethead.
Oh, they're returning back down there again?
Oh yeah.
Oh, hopefully it's a lit show.
I'm hoping. The Easter Sunday extravaganza. Big difference since I moved it from here to there. Much better.
Saw you did it yesterday.
It's a little harder to straighten out, but coming for you.
That's a solid peanut butter. That'll be man hilarious if a beat came near me on mic.
Feel like that Kowloon experience again, remember?
Yeah, that
When we
cat
did the
freak.
outdoor thing?
Yeah. What we had in there this year was good. Got your cookie,
Oh yeah.
chocolate chip,
Chocolate chip and an Italian cookie.
and Italian.
Best of both worlds.
That's what I love to hear. The only difference is we'll be going first.
Oh yeah. I didn't see that.
He banned first. You forgot that we're in the protein. I got my Pepsi Zero. S. Energy. Yeah, baby. Yeah, baby. Oh, yeah.
There it goes.
Got my boost.
Bingo. Mike's make it so much easier now.
We are here at the Parcher Field, here at the Kazabuski, where the Saugus Sachems are going to be the designated away team here at Parcher Field. So Saugus will bat first against the Northeast Knights. Northeast will be the home team, as they're in their camos. Chanka at the plate. And that takes ball one. Saugus is in there, road red and white. The pitch, fouled off. So Saugus will bat in each top inning here at Parcher Field today. That's the only difference compared to the last games played here. Here's a pitch. Chanka pops it, and it's gonna drop, base hit. Chanka going for two. The tag, she's out. Well, they got Ari Chanka stealing for second. They got the force out there at second base. That's out number one. Danica Shenna will be the second batter. So Almquist is switching it up a little bit. Here's a pitch. That goes to the backstop. And that's ball one. The pitch, a bunt, over the third, over the first. Got the out at first base, and it's two down. And now they'll leave Lily Ventry into the third hole. Ventry batting third today. Here's a pitch. Strike one to Ventry. The pitch. Ventry fouls it off and over by the dugout. Here's the delivery to Lily Ventry. Ventry hooks it, and that ball will go foul behind the left field fence. The pitch in the dirt, ball four. So Ventry's on with a walk. And now here comes Strout to pinch run. Alana DeWong is the hitter. The pitch. Ball one. The tag at first. Safe at first is Julia Strout. The pitch. That goes to the backstop, and Strout will go to second, and she'll reach second safely. DeWong will go to first. And El Morello will step in. First and second out for Saugus. 2 outs here. The pitch. Strike 1 to Morello. The pitch. That's gonna be foul. And nearly caught by a fan. Here's the pitch. That's a ball in the dirt. First and second for Saugus. Here's the pitch. And that's a strike 3 call, and that ends the inning. As Northeast is going to come up in the bottom half of the first, no score. Another ball broke.
Gotta start making them in the U.S., Nick.
Welcome back here to Parcher Field, where Northeast is going to come up for their at-bats here in the bottom half of the inning. And now it's up now for Bourne. Aborn. I think it's Sarah Aborn up at bat now for Northeast. Takes a strike. Aborn, that through, base hit. Aborn will go and stop at first. That's a single for Northeast in their first hit of the ball game. Silas Sheehy will step in. That's a strike to Sheehy. That's Sky Sheehy. Sheehy goes to short. Safe at second base and at first. As there are runners on at first and second now for Northeast. Monkas will step in. The pitch. That's a ball down low. The pitch. And that's a ball. This game has been being played here in Saugus is because of the Northeast school being renovated and being built. They're getting a brand new school up there, and all their fields are all torn down. That's why that they had to play at different places. As there's ball 4, by the way, for Northeast. and the bases are loaded. And that's ball one as we'll get back to the new school topic in just a second. Or in a few minutes, we'll explain more about that. And so there's a lot to talk about that for Northeast side of things. Because there's some Saugus folks that go up to the Volk. And I was up now for Simps, and I was up for number 26. That's Sheehan. That's a strike to Sheehan. Bases loaded for the Knights. Grounds it. Oh, to Macaria. Macaria will throw to home plate and not in time, and the Knights take the lead 1-0. Well, I think they might get the out. That's a strike. The pitch. That's a strike. The throw. Safe at third. Bases are reloaded for Northeast. And that's through, base hit. One will come in. Here comes two. And I'll believe it's 3-0. 2 runs come in to score for the Knights. Well, and that's fouled off. I think that's Garcia, number 9, up now for Northeast. Here's the pitch. And that's a ball. And that's a ball. Here's the pitch. And that's ball 4. Bases are reloaded now for Northeast. And now here comes a meeting at the mound. Well, took a little bit of time for Cole Tromquist to have a meeting at the mound visit. So we'll get back to playing ball. Here's a pitch. That's a strike right down the middle. Here's a pitch. That's grounded over there at the second, off the glove of Morello. Run scores. And it's 2-0. Or 4-0, my correction. 4-0. 5-0. Add 2 more to that. 5-0 Northeast. And that's a strike. There's a pitch. That's a strike off of the bunt attempt. First and second now for Northeast. Here's a pitch. That's up high, upstairs. Pitch. That is popped. That's going to drop base hit. Here comes one. Here comes two. And I believe it's 7. 7-0 Northeast. Here's the pitch from the carrier. That's a ball up high. Well, the Sachems need a big mountain to climb in the next half inning if they want to be back into this game. And it's a down 7. 2-1 the count. Runner at third. In the dirt. Swings and misses. Full count. It's a pitch. Strike 3. And that's an out. It's a pitch. That's ball 1. Here's the pitch. Strike 1. Here's the pitch. Strike 2. That's a ball up high. 2-2. The pitch. Strike 3. 2 down here. They got 2. Here's the pitch. Strike 1, right down the middle. Runner at third base for Northeast. Here's the pitch. Foul tip. Time is called. Here's the pitch. Ball in the dirt. The pitch. That is popped. And it gets by, base hit, and it goes over to the wall. 1 run will come in. That'll get away. 1 run did come in to score, as it is 8-0. Sachems are down 8. The pitch, up high, ball 1. Here's the pitch. And that's a strike. Here's the pitch. That's in the dirt. Runner at third for Northeast. Here's the pitch from the carrier. That goes to right. That gets through a base hit. One run will come in. Throw over to second. She's going to go three. The throw to third. Not in time. It's a triple. Run scores, and it's 9-0. Strike one. The pitch. Ball one. Pops it. Ball in the sun. And DeWong makes the catch. That ends that inning. The Sachems will come back up the bat for the top half of the inning. They got work to do. Welcome back here to Parcher Field as we're going to start the top half of the second. Sachems down 9-0 to start this inning. Well, the Sachems have a big mountain to climb here if they want to bounce back into this game. Swings and misses. Now to DeMonte. Here's the pitch. Ball one. This is Layla DeMonte. The pitch. Ball up high. The pitch. That's grounded foul along the third base line. Here's the pitch coming to DeMonte. DeMonte the other way. That one will go off the screen and foul. DeMonte stays alive here. And it's a ball. Sophia McCarrier waits on deck. The pitch. DeMonte fouls it up along the third base line. Here's the pitch. That's the ball up high. Think it's full. 3-2. Oh, ball four. My correction about that is that's ball number 4. As DeMonte will go with the first. And now they'll leave up for Sophia Macaria. Macaria over the third. Goes over the head. DeMonte will go third. First and third now for Saugus. Runners at the corners. And the Sachems are alive here. Hannah DeWong. And now it's Hannah. Here's the pitch. Now to Hannah. Ball on. 1-0 to Hannah DeWong. The pitch. Ball downstairs. First and third now. Macaria at first. DeMonte at third. DeWong fouls it off along the third base line. Here's the pitch to DeWong. Fouls it off behind plate, right by the Sachem dugout. The pitch. DeWong foul. That went on the left side of the line, of the foul line, along the third base side, along the left field area. And Hannah DeWong staying alive here. The pitch. Strike three. Out number one. Maya Pina will step in. Pina grounds it short to first. And that's out number two as Pina gets out there. And I believe the run scores from third. That was DeMonte. And it's a 9-1 game. Sachem's on the board. Back out to the top. Chanka. To left center. That's a base hit. Here comes one. Macaria in. Chanka going to three. She slides. Safe with a triple. And it's 9-2. Shanna to step in. Sachems are alive here with 2 runs in. Here's the pitch. And it's a ball. Saugus looking to make this a game here. They're looking to avoid the slaughter. Here's the pitch. That's grounded to short over the first. And they got the out there. Whoa, 2 runs come in to score for Saugus. It's 9-2. After 2. Top half of the second. My correction. Welcome back here for the start of the bottom half of inning number 2, and the outfielders, they just did a little jump off the back with all three of them, kind of like what the Red Sox used to do. And now here's a pitch from McCary as Northeast steps in. Grounds it to second over there to first. That's out number 1. Garcia steps in for Northeast. Here's the pitch. That's a strike. The pitch. That's a strike. Strike 2. Here's the pitch. Strike 3. Out number 1. 2. That's 2 outs. And that's a strike. Right down the middle. That's a ball. If you listen closely, the umpire says, ha! Pops it. Makes the catch by Morello. That ends the inning. 1, 2, 3. Go to Sachems. It's 9-2. It still remains at the end of 2. Well, we're back here at Parcher. And now Lily Ventry will step in for Saugus. She takes the pitch. Hit by a pitch. And Ventry will go over the first. Pinch runner. Now Lily will go take a rest. Julia Strout will take her spot. Alana DeWong will step in for Saugus. Here's the pitch. That's a ball to take. Safe at first base. And that's a strike. It's a pitch now to Alana. Alana fouls it off. Here's the pitch coming out to Alana. That's a ball. Strout at first. The pitch. Swings and misses for strike 3 as Strout goes to first base and she's safe. 1 out here. Morello will step in. That's a ball. The throw over the second. Wild throw. And Strout gets there safely at second base. A stolen base. The pitch. Morello gets through. Base hit. Strout will pause there at third. Runners at the corners. Morello is at first. Strout at third. DeMonte will step in. Here's the pitch. Ball in the dirt. Strout gets there at third base. The pitch. That is a high ball. The pitch, a bunt, a strike. Here's the pitch. That's a ball. The pitch. That's a ball. Ball 4, and now we'll load him up. From Macaria. Sophia Macaria. Bases loaded. Big situation here for Saugus. Here's the pitch. Fouls it off to the screen. One out here in the inning. The pitch. That's a strike. Here's the pitch to Macaria. As a ball. Runners on each base. Here's the pitch. That's a ball. Strout at third. Morello at second. And DeMonte at first. Pops it. Gets by, base hit. Here comes Strout. Here comes Morello. The throw to the plate, not in time. 2 runs comes in, and it's 9-4. Time is called in a meeting at the mound for Northeast. So Saugus got 2. Makes it 9-4. Off of a single by Sophia Macaria. To score 2 runs in. And that'll bring the runners at the corners, first and third. Hannah DeWong to step in. The pitch. That's a ball to Hannah. The pitch. Grounds it to third. Over to second, the tag. She's out. And a run scores 9-5. Runner came in from third. Pena will step in. Here's the pitch. That's a ball to throw. Save it first. Two outs here. The pitch. Oh, and Pena gets it. First and second now as Pena got hit by a pitch. Arichanka. First and second, 2 outs. The pitch. Chanka gets on by, base hit. Here comes Hannah DeWong. She scores, and it's a 3-run game, 9-6. Here comes Shenna. That's a strike. The pitch. Shenna gets through, base hit. Here comes one. Here comes two. 2 runs come in. And the Sachems are down by 1. It's 9-8. Shanna with a huge triple. Here comes Lily Ventry. The pitch. That's a ball to Ventry. Ventry's looking for a big hit today. The pitch. That's a ball. Here's the pitch to Ventry. Ventry pops it. It's going to be enough. Oh! Run scores! And it's tied. Ventry gets on at first after a miscue in the outfield. Stroud gets over the first base to swap out for Ventry. That's a hit combined for the duo. That's a strike. Alana DeWong will step in. It's tied at 9. Safe at first. Well, the Sachems have rallied back. That's a ball. Two outs here in this inning. 9 runs by either team. The pitch. That's the ball. That's a ball. Ball 4. So first and second now for Saugus. And now here comes Morello. Alexa at the plate. First and second now for Saugus. That's a ball. Here's the pitch. That's a ball. The pitch. That's a strike. We're here in top 3 here in this ball game. It's a pitch. That's grounded. Over there, the first. Safe at first. Bases loaded. Two outs here. DeMonte at the plate with the bases loaded. The pitch. That's a ball. The pitch. And that's a strike. And his pitch coming. DeMonte gets by, base hit. Here comes 2. Here comes 3. Make that 13-9. Inside the park grand slam for Layla DeMonte. Can you believe that? That is huge for her. Four runs come in for Saugus during that last play. Here comes McCarrier. That's fouled off. It's a pitch. That's a ball to McCarrier. That's a ball. The pitch to McCarrier. McCarrier. And caught at center field. Wow, the Sachems have rallied back. And now they lead 13-9. Woo! Well, we're back here for the start of the fourth. Long third inning for Saugus. Or bottom three, I should say. Bottom three here. That was the top half of the third inning. That was a long one. Now here in the bottom half. That strike. Sachems came back after being down 9-2 to take a 13-9 lead. And that's a foul ball. The pitch. And as a strikeout, 1 out. That's the first K for McCarry in this inning. Strike one. Well, that's a ball. And now we'll have a listen here to the home plate umpire for the call. That's a ball. Ball three. That's fouled off. And it lands right into the crowd behind home plate. Ball four. Runner on for Northeast. Aborn will step in for Northeast. Sets right back to the top. That's through, base hit for the Knights. Runner will come in. And it's 13-10. That's a ball. Pitch. That's a ball. Ball three. Strike one. Fouled off. Strike 3. 2 outs. There's 2 here. Well, the Knights have 2 outs. Strike 1. Runner at third base with 2 outs. Grounds it to second over the first. That will end the inning, but Northeast gets 1, and it's 13-10 at the 3.
Wow, Sinatra.
We are back here at Parcher Field. As the field umpire makes his way in. Now we'll get this inning going in on the way here. That's a ball. Hannah DeWong will step in. That's a ball. Now we'll see if Saugus can extend the lead more here in this top half of this inning here. That's a strike to DeWong. The pitch. That's a strike. The pitch. DeWong along the line. Third. Couldn't make the play at first. DeWong is safe at first base. Pena will step in. Maya will step in. Here's the pitch. That's a ball to Maya. swap the balls out. And now Maya at the plate. The pitch. That's a ball. Throw to first. And DeWong is safe. Ball to throw. And safe. Here's the pitch. And that's a strike to Maya. The pitch. The throw to first. Safe at first. And that's ball 4 at the same time. So Hannah DeWong will go to second. And Pina will go to first base. And it looks like Angelina Dow will pinch run for Maya. As Pina goes to the bench. Ari Janka. No outs here, according to Coach Almquist. Here's the pitch. That's a strike. No outs. First and second for Saugus. The pitch. Janka, base hit. Here comes one. DeWong in. The throw is way late. Run scores. 14-10. First and second now. Up for Danica Shenna. Fouls it up. That one's fouled off by Shenna. So the run did score. No outs. 14-10 is your score. They're just getting an explanation from the ump. Here's the pitch. Ball in the dirt. Dow goes to third base. And Janka goes to second. And now Shenna. The pitch. Shenna caught. And they got the one. Safe at third. So there's one out. And Shenna pops out. Here comes Ventry. Ventry off the body. Not going to have enough time to make a play. Run scores 15-10. I know we might have a substitute maybe come in, but we got an injury timeout here. And we will have a substitute taking over at third base. As the ball did hit her in the spot that it hit her. And now it looks like Audrey Como will be taking over at third base. A Saugus native. Well, we're back here. Or Natalie Como, my correction about that. Natalie Como, the sister of Audrey. Natalie goes to the Vogue. So there is a Como on the Vogue. That's a Saugus native playing at third base. That's fouled off. Alana DeWong at the plate. And that's a strike. Here's the pitch. Here's the pitch. That's a ball to throw. And it goes by Como. Bases loaded. Morello will step in. The pitch. Ball in the dirt. Here comes Janka. Run scores 15. It's the pitch to Morello. That's a ball. Morello gets by, base hit, one will come in. Here comes two. Two runs will come in. And it is 17-10. DeMonte will step in. We got one out here. Getting a clarification there. Went off of DeMonte. DeMonte takes the pitch. Right off the foot or leg area, somewhere in there, but she's gonna go over the first. And now from Macaria. One out here. That's a ball. To Macaria. And that goes off the pitcher over there, the first. And there's two outs. Morello will go over to third base. Second and third now for Saugus. And Alana is on at second. DeMonte on at second, my correction. DeMonte at second. Morello at third. Pops it. And it's caught to win the inning. We'll head to the bottom half of the fourth. It is 17-10, Saugus. Well, we got an 18-10 game. Got an update. Add one more to the scoreboard. We got 18 runs for Saugus. There was a double that happened by Northeast. One out here. And that's the ball. It's a pitch. And that's ball four. First and second now for Northeast. Here and there, half of the inning. Bottom four. That's a strike. And I think that's Natalie Como at the plate. Number 4 is Natalie Como. Saugus native. Como playing against her hometown. That's a strike to Como. Here's a pitch coming from Macaria to Como. Swings and misses for strike 3. There's 2 outs here as Como goes down on strikes. Here's the pitch. That's a ball and it gets away from Ventry. Throw over to third to tag. She's safe. Time is called here by the field umpire. Second and third for Northeast. That's the ball. 2 outs here. That's a strike. That's the ball. Over the third is safe. And that's ball forward. So they're going to load it up here for Northeast with 2 outs here in the inning. Now here comes a mound visit. Bases loaded, 2 outs. Strike 1. Strike 2. Strike 3. And Saugus got out of this one. Saugus coming up in the top half of the 5th. It is 18-10. Saugus. We are back here for the top of the 5th. Maya steps in. The pitch. Ball 1. Saugus's bats have been hot. The pitch. Maya pops it. And that will go in over by the old dugout behind the current dugout. And that's the ball to Maya. The pitch. Here's the pitch. Ball 4. So Maya will take a walk. It'll be up now for Chanka, and Angelina Dow will pinch run. Ari Chanka. Chanka pops it and caught for the first out. And now here comes Shenna. I think there's a ball there for Shenna. Grounds it. Como over the first, and it gets away. Runners at the corners. Ventry with a big opportunity here.
Might get a 5-inning special after all then.
Here's the pitch. That's a ball to Ventry. The pitch. Ventry, that is deep. Off the wall. 1 run will come in to score. Here comes 2. It's 20-10. Ventry with a big hit. And the folks in Florida must be loving it. It's a big hit for Lily. That's for each big hit by Lily Ventry. Oh, that's the sound that Jerry Ventry usually will make if he's in attendance at a game. Oh, Jerry Ventry. Hopefully to see him at some point this season. Hopefully he gets a chance to see some Lily's games. And now there's going to be a pitching change here for Northeast. As 27 will take over. Well, we got 20-10 on the scoreboard. We're going to have Alana DeWong and Alexa Morello to bat in the order here for Saugus. One out here. Here's the pitch. Swings and misses to DeWong. And Strout will be at third base. That's a ball. Strout is in Ventry spot. That gets away.
Trick pitch.
Here's the pitch. And that's a ball. And that's ball 4. Well, he'll be up for Morello. A bunt attempt. No throw. Second and third for Saugus. That's a ball, the throw, the tag. Safe. Alexa Morello at the plate. Swings and misses. Well, we got the Morello section. Swings and misses. All the Morellos are out. JT, I believe there's John in attendance. Alexa's mom. All of them are here at the ballpark today. Here's the pitch. Swings and misses. In the third. And got the out there. Run scores, and it's 21-10. Here's the pitch to DeMonte. DeMonte pops it, and that ball will go foul. So, there's a slight possibility that this game might go short. And then there might be a possibility that this game might get extended. But we'll see. It could go either way. Here's the pitch now to DeMonte. That's a ball. Well, this game has turned around. It was Northeast to start off with the big lead, and now Saugus turned it up. After being trailing 9-2 to lead it 21-10. What a turnaround in this game. And safe at third. Time is out. That was Alana DeWong that called time. Here's the pitch. DeMonte fouls it off. The pitch. Ball in the dirt, ball 4. DeMonte is on. First and third. Macaria will step in. That's the ball. The pitch. Pops it. Makes the catch. And that will end the inning. We're through one half of inning number 5. We'll head to the second half of inning number 5 coming up. Welcome back here to Parcher Field here at the Kasabooski. For the start of bottom half of inning number 5. But Saugus has a 20 plus runs on the board. Grounds it. Down. The first, safe. Well, that's a hit for Northeast. That's a ball. Runner at first. No outs. Swings and misses. Pops it. DeMonte, the second. The tag. She's out. Alana DeWong with the tag. Out number 1. Strike 1. That's a ball in the dirt. Runner at second. Pops it to center. Shanna makes the catch. Deep in center. And that's out number 2. Big out number 2. Out number 2 here. Going to third. Runner at third down for Northeast. Well, there's going to be a pinch runner. 44 will take over. Quite a sad moment there. Two outs here. Now we're going to resume play as the injured Knight goes to the bench. That's going to be 2 down for Northeast. The starting players. That's fouled off. Runner at third. 2 outs. Swings and misses. Two balls, 2 strikes is the count. 2-2. Here's the pitch. That's the ball. The throw, the tag. She's out. Damonte gets the out there. And that'll end the inning. Top 6 we go here. So the game lives on. Strout will lead off. Juliet Strout will lead it off for Saugus now, as she steps into the plate. Strike 1. The pitch. That's a ball. That's another ball to Strout. And that's a strike. And that's ball 4. And now it will be up for Angelina Dow as the pinch runners are having their at-bats. Ball 1. And that gets away. Dow at the plate. And that's a ball. Grounds it off the third baseman. No throw. First and second out for Saugus. Chanka at the plate. No outs here. The pitch. That's fouled off. It's a pitch. That's a strike. The pitch. That is caught. One out here. There's one. Up for Shenna. It's pitch. That's a ball to Shenna. That's a strike. The pitch. Shenna gets on through, base hit. A bobble there in left field. Bases loaded for Alana. Lily Ventry with a big opportunity here with the bases loaded. One out here in the inning, up for Lily. That's a ball downstairs. Safe at first. And second and third. Every base. Everyone's safe. Here is Lily. That's a strike to Ventry. Ventry had a huge hit the last time up. Now let's see what she has in store for this at bat. That is deep. That gets on by, base hit. 1, 2 will come in. 2 runs comes in, and it's 23 to 10. 24 it might be. Alana DeWong. The tag is safe. Second and third. Lily with a huge double. Now Lily is at second. That's a foul tip. Ventry does not have to be swapped by anyone. Ventry's on base. And that's the ball. Here's the pitch. That's ball 4, so the bases will be loaded. Up for Alexa Morello. Ball gets away. The pitch. Morello. That's caught. Runner will come in. Shanna slides. She scores. And the Sachems are well into the 20s. And Ventry will remain at second. And now runner at first. Ventry will go at 3. As both players will advance the base. DeMonte at the plate. DeMonte fouls it off. Oh, Almquist is being funny today. That's a base hit. Through the hole, base hit for DeMonte. 1 run as Lily will come in. And the score is in the mid-20s to 10. Probably either 24, 25, maybe 26 to 10. But in between the innings, we're going to find out the correct counting. McCary at the plate. Ball up high, ball 4. Bases loaded now for Strout. Ball 1 to Strout. The pitch. And it's a ball to Strout. The pitch. That's a ball. Bases loaded. I think it's 3-0. The pitch. That's a strike, 3-1. The pitch. Strike 2. I think the count is full, I believe, right now. The pitch. Swings and misses, strike 3. That ends the inning. We'll be right back for the bottom half of the inning. That's why I thought I was in the mid-20s.
You know?
Off the scorebook. So it is 25 to 10 as we're back here at Parcher. We got the official score. Pops it up. Gets by Shanna, base hit. That was a Northeast hit. Whoa! Safe at second.
You just call this game, man. Well, they killed their own.
Well, there was an awkward slide or entry to second base by the runner from Northeast, just making sure she's going to be okay.
Leaving her stranded with no pinch runner there.
So there's going to be no pinch runner. Well, we're going to play on here as I believe she's going to be okay. The pitch. That's a strike. Right down the middle. That little break gave Saugus a little breather. That through base hit. Over the third. Tag over to second. Second and third. For the Knights. That's a ball. Here's a pitch to McCarrier. Or from McCarrier, I meant. McCarrier on the mound. Here's a pitch from her. Carrier. That's a strike. Now to number 8 for Northeast. And that would be Simpson. Well, I believe there's going to be a pinch runner coming out for Northeast. They're going to have a pinch runner here for Northeast. As Simpson steps in. That's a strike. We're in bottom 6 here at Parcher Field. That's a ball. It's a pitch. That goes off of McCary over the second, over the first. That's an out. So, here comes Almquist. Here's the pitch. Up high for ball. Swings and misses for a strike. Here's the pitch. That's a ball. That's a ball. That's a ball. And that's going to be ball 4. Pitch. That's popped. Right out the rink. The pitch. The ball. The throw. And run scores. 25-11. That's through, base hit. And runner will stay at third. The pitch. That's fouled off. The pitch. Swings and misses. The pitch. And that's a block there. Pops it. And caught by Strout. And that will end the game, possibly. Yes, that's going to do it. Sachems win 25-11. Your final score from Parcher Field through 6 innings of play. Well, enjoy the rest of your weekend, as we're going to have tomorrow off, and we'll have the weekend off, and then we'll be back next week for more games. Have a great weekend, everyone, and we'll see you guys next week. Good night, everyone. Thank you for watching.